Good morning, Mrs. Cunningham from the Family and Consumer Science Department, and I'm here to present a short lesson on academic regalia, your academic dress. And you say, why are you doing this? Well, I've been doing this now for several years, and our goal is to help you develop a greater appreciation and understand the significance of what you're getting ready to participate in. Some call it a rite of passage, this graduation. The ceremony and what you wear have a cultural tradition in our country and in many others, especially Europe, has a long historical past, 700 years plus. The ceremony itself is very solemn, it's very respectful, it's dignified, it's prestigious, and what it does is it recognizes your academic excellence and accomplishments at any level, anybody who goes through this particular ceremony, and I hope you won't stop here. It's very special to you and everybody who attends that ceremony. The traditional song that's played, Pomp and Circumstance, kind of says it all. So what you're going to wear dates back as far as the 12th and 13th century. That's pretty cool. I love fashion history. And we know that this was during a time when universities were beginning to form, specifically in England, Oxford University, Cambridge. Scholars, the clergy who sat around and studied and established philosophies would sit around in very large, cold, open buildings, and it was just that, very uncomfortable. So they wore hats, robes, and hoods to keep them warm. Matter of fact, did a little extra research, and in 1321, that's when I believe Cambridge demanded that everybody wear the long robe, the same color, just to create uniformity. So, you know, we're doing the same thing today. And the tradition and the garb has kind of evolved through the years. So we're going to fast forward to today. I don't know all of the changes through the years and why, but I know that we're here today participating and wearing some of the same things, and it's pretty cool. I brought some items with me today, and I've got a guest. Come on up, Dr. Webb. He's kind of replacing Mrs. Dr. Webb today. She was super busy, but he's the next best thing. So we're going to start at the top of the academic regalia, and Dr. Webb is called Dr. Webb because he has a doctorate, and he is wearing a doctorate regalia. Okay? I want you to notice his gown. One of the things that changes all the time are the sleeves. This is a straight sleeve. And notice that he's got velveteen stripes. Okay, they're not always blue. He's going to tell you that in a minute. He actually has a stripe down here that's velvet. He is wearing a really interesting, Dr. Webb, turn around for me. He's wearing a really interesting necklace, we might say. It's actually called a hood. And I'm sure it's a deviation from the traditional hoods that were worn on their heads. Now, how it came to look like this, I don't know. But look at that. Is that not a little interesting thing? Maybe some of you have seen professors, maybe you've been to a college graduation where you saw those and you thought, what in the world is that? Well, this is the hood. Okay, turn around, Dr. Webb. Tell them why yours is blue and red.
Okay, well, the velvet indicates your discipline. So I have my doctorate in education, so anytime you see light blue velvet on a gown, that represents education. The ministry, I think it's black. PhD, I think maybe a dark blue. Science, maybe brown or something like that. But the colors are significant on the velvet. The silk on the hood, which is red and white, are the colors of my institution where I received the degree. In my case, it's Union University, so their school colors are red and white.
And he's wearing one of my favorite pieces, and this is called a Tudor bonnet. It's called the Tudor bonnet because it became real popular during the Tudor period for all you historians out there, 1400 to 1600, when all those King Henrys and Edwards were around. It was first worn by priests. They were called birrettas. They're a little unusual, but I want you to learn to appreciate that. Dr. Webb does wear one. She once told me one time that she felt odd in it because well, not a lot of people wear them, but if you go to college campuses, they're there. My husband has one who has a doctorate of jurisdiction, which is a lawyer, and I've just always liked it. I just think they're cute. And yes, they're a little unusual, but maybe you can learn to appreciate that when our Dr. Webbs walk out in them. Now, the next one we're going to do, there's not a whole lot of difference, is the Masters. Dr. Webb, will you hold that for me? And notice that my gown is black and Dr. Webb's is black, and that's very traditional at the graduate level, okay? So, haven't changed a lot. He's going to put this hood on me, and same thing goes. It's got some blue in it, light blue, because my master's is in education. I got mine at Bethel. I'll let you put that on me. And so thus that's why we have the purple. Now, no trim, plain black, but look at this lovely little sleeve here. I don't know how this got to be. I've heard, oh, it's to keep your hands warm. I don't know if that's it or not. It's weird though, isn't it? Yes, I will agree. Now then, let's move over here to what you're going to wear. This is a traditional undergraduate, okay? Has straight sleeves, like Dr. Webb's. No trim. I did put some honor cords and ribbons on them. And they are wearing what we know as a mortar board, okay? Once it was called the corner cap. This dates back to the 16th and 17th century. It's worn flat on your head. There are two theories as to why they call this the mortar board and why they use it. One of those is they said it could be the board that you actually put your mortar on when bricklayers were laying brick. And then the other theory is that, I believe it's Cambridge University, their quad or inside their campus is shaped like this. Look it up, it's really fun, I did that. And I want to share with you, because this mortar board gives you trouble sometimes, and we'll go by and say, that's too far back, or that's, you need to change it, it's worn flat on your head. So I want you to access this blog. The girls have the most trouble with it, I know, and so it'll talk about wearing, using hairspray and some bobby pins and things like that. And I've taken this one and actually tucked it under right here. They don't all come the same size, although they should. These are really very cheaply made. And so sometimes it'll be way down here. So just take it and tuck it under there. But please wear it with dignity, because it's a wonderful, significant garment. Wear it flat. Your tassel is on the right-hand side until you graduate. Here's something we want you to remember. Your before and after parties are all about you. Have fun at Grandma's, the lake, or whatever you're going to do. But when you get on campus and you are wearing your Henry County red, it's all about your class and your achievements. So that's one of the reasons why we have a dress code. And some folks say that dress code is picky. It is very specific, but we want you to understand, what are you doing? Think about the history, the long history of this, and the event itself. I know that the student ambassadors have created a PowerPoint or something for you. We like to call it What Not to Wear HCHS Style. And so we want you to get on campus with the right garments, looking good. We will help you with that. I don't know how much the ambassadors are going to tell you, but if you need help getting a dress, shoes, shirt, tie, socks, we're here to help you. Please don't hesitate to call the high school. We have people in the community that will help. I personally, in my department, have stored a lot of items through the years. Belts, ties. If you have any question about what you need to wear, it was not clarified for you through the student ambassadors, please call us. We don't want to have to put you in something that's unattractive. Always save these. Yes, we will ask you to change your clothes, and that'll be a disappointing day for you. So don't put yourself through that. I always say the loveliest shoe I can find. I can find a really attractive dress too. Not. So let us help you. Please let us help you. And come dressed appropriately. And one last thing, I know Miss Boynes-Lemon said she forgot to say. Your gown can be ironed. Be careful. If you feel uncomfortable, let someone who's a little more experienced with iron use put water in your iron. That steam heat will be a whole lot better. It'll actually take a hotter iron than you think, but don't burn it. Synthetic, test it on your ironing board, but those wrinkles don't fall out on their own. Please take your gown out, hang it on a hanger, and before the ceremony, press that. Please, please, because Miss Bourne, Mrs. Lemons, and I wear ourselves out trying to get you looking great, especially ironing on the day of graduation. So save us a little heat. Well, congratulations. You have accomplished something, and we're going to see you soon.